So today I want to talk about using unusual and non-standard weapons during SHTF. Now we're going to come at this from two perspectives. These may be weapons you're using, or they may be weapons used against you. Now I'm going to tell you, everything's going to come out of the woodwork, and anything somebody can dream up, they're going to make if they can during SHTF, and you're going to see it. So the first thing I got here is an AN-PVS-2B night vision starlight scope. This was a Vietnam era weapon. It's US manufactured, but it was made for the Israeli army. So it has Israeli markings on it. So the first thing we need to address is we need to be able to use weapons that don't have our native language on it. So there's no English on this weapon, on this scope at all. It's all in Hebrew. So what you want to do for the common stuff is get a downloadable form online of the operator's manual for an AN-PVS-2B, because you may find ones with Israeli markings or all kinds of different languages from all over the world. The second part of this is these use a 6-volt battery, which you can't get. So you're going to have to either make or get a battery adapter, and this one uses double A's, 4 double A's to give us 6 volts to make this operate. So that's a real consideration for military equipment, including radios. You may have to actually make the batteries from the type of batteries you can find in a store. And there's actually books on that used to be published about 20 years ago. So all the US military radios, all the Russian radios, and all of the night vision use specific proprietary batteries. So you're going to have to adapt them to use them. Now the next thing we're looking at is an unusual sword. Now what I found is in the third world, especially Southeast Asia, China, and in that area, what they do is swords for common people and peasants have copper fittings on them rather than gold or silver. So that's one way you can tell that this is a hand-produced weapon that was designed for a low-end market. Now what's unusual about this is the blade type. This has a segmented barbed blade. So what happens is here in these notches, they will catch on other people's edge weapons. They'll catch on your plate carrier. They'll catch on your web gear. And they will catch on your body armor. Now, these tips are razor sharp and they cut. So this weapon does two things. It cuts like a serrated knife, but it also grabs a hold of and rips stuff. So if you get it hit in the arm or leg with this, it will actually rip meat off your body. If you're wearing a plate carrier body armor, this will grab a hold of that and they can actually pull you down to the ground with this weapon. So that's just two examples of things you can see in SHTF and how you're going to have to adapt to what's available and what your enemy uses. So please share your thoughts. We'll see you on the next video.